At small forward, standing 6'8", number 24, Tyson Blackman. At the shooting guard, standing 6'2", number 18, Rock. Starting at the forward position, standing 6'8", number 4, Scotty Bond. The other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 0, King. The head coach of your home team. Once again, the starters for your New Orleans Pelicans.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. They've got Donovan Mitchell, Easton is out there with Evan Mobley. Then there's Torrey, and it's Luol in at the 5. And for the Pelicans, they've got Charles Bassey. Marks is out there with King. Then there's Scotty Barnes, and it's Blackman in at the 3, the small forward. And Doris, when you look around the league, there are still a handful of players coming along from off-season injuries.
Yeah, and Kev, this is a very tough balance for coaches to have to navigate. You have to protect your guys that have a history of injury, but at the same time, it's eventually go time. We got to win games here.
Now here's King, 4 on the shot clock. Here's Bassey, and it's blocked. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Cleveland ball.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Here's Torrey. Nice move. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Mobley inside. Covered by Barnes. Mobley misses. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Pelicans. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Eason. Here is Luol. Cleveland moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Now Eason. For 3, Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. King, the pass to Barnes. Back to King. Barnes the screen. From the line, Eason grabs the board.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Pass to Torrey. Here is Luol. Now Mobley. Bassey defending. And it's blocked.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. There's the pick. Here's Marks, covered by Mitchell. Eason with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Now, here's Mobley.
What you have to appreciate so much about Evan Mobley is his strong work ethic. This guy says he wants to be an all-time great, but he also puts in the work.
That free throw, no good.
Mobley taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And so here is New Orleans, searching for their first points of the game. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned. That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Boy, just a tough time making shots. Only 1 for 5. They just need to settle in here.
Now here's Barnes. No scoring in this one. Here's Blackman. Shot clock at 6. King, that's good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here is Luol. 9 points last game out. Pass to Mobley. Mitchell in the corner. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. 3-pointer on the way. Luol misses. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Now King, a 29-point game for him in the win against Denver.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. We discussed Evan Mobley and how he wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by Cleveland. To the paint, here's Barnes. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
At his position, Scotty Barnes is going to set a lot of screens. You have to understand how to roll and get open. He does exactly that.
Pass to Eason. Now, here's Mitchell. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Launches a 3, and it's King with the rebound. King's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ellis uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's a nice read from Scotty Barnes. This guy understands how and when to deliver the basketball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Pass to Mobley. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Here's Traore. For 3, Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. New Orleans with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And DB with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level.
Now here's Mobley. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's Mitchell, still without a basket. Pass to Traore. Shoots over King. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pelicans leading by 7. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Timeout called, Cleveland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Henderson's checked in for Peters. Here's Traore, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
That's about assertiveness. That's about Evan Mobley going at anyone in his path.
Now here's King. 7-point differential. Pass to Marks from the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at New Orleans. Their season filled with ups and downs. 10th right now in the conference.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they're one of the NBA's mystery teams this season. One that dropped from being elite just a year ago to now looking more like a mid-level squad.
Yeah, it's been a strange year for them. Early on, they got away from the formula that brought them all that success a year ago, and were just never able to get it back.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. To the wing right side. Pass to Traore. Here's Rollins. Shoots over King. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. New Orleans leading by 5. Barnes, screen on Riley, and they call an illegal screen here. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him. Cleveland has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out, looking cold from outside. Here is Luol, covered by Barnes. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pelicans?
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And Slim picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Cavaliers trailing. Here's Traore. He's got 5. Here's Rollins.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Traore.
2.
Just 3 to shoot. From deep three-point land, Barnes grabs the miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Rollins. He nails it, and we're tied up. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
The other thing, I cannot be more impressed by the defense they've shown tonight. Their willingness to close on shooters, blocking shots, playing with great effort.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. Pelicans, number 1.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Here's Rollins. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento.
Not to mention the assists he piled up. You can see why his teammates like playing with him.
Marks passes to Ellis. Barnes sets a screen for Ellis. Steps back and shoots. King against Sanders. Here's Marks. And another three for New Orleans.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Here's the screen. Riley. A three-pointer is right on target.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Riley kicks to Sanders. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think? So for the Pelicans, Scotty Barnes comes in for Charles Bassey, and King subbed in for Marks. They got Scotty Barnes. He's out there with Lou Dort, and it's Barbosa in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. They set the pick. Here's Barnes. Pass to King. 5 on the clock.
That's a big-time send back by Evan Mobley. That length is real, folks. Look out.
Mitchell passes to the wall. Barnes against Mobley. Back to Eason. Fires the three. And another miss by Cleveland.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's King. It's tipped. Mobley against Barnes. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Mitchell. And Barbosa pulls it down.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make-all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Back to you.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. That's just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
Dort with the bounce pass. King outside. Barnes screen on Riley. Barnes right side. Jacks up a three. And another three for New Orleans.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Norris, in any discussion about Lou Dort, the first topic has got to be his defense.
Kevin, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we talk about him consistently enough as a player who should and could win Defensive Player of the Year. If you are a perimeter shooter or a perimeter scorer, the last guy you want looking opposite you is Lou Dort.
The 19-foot shot. It's stolen. Riley against King. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Riley.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Barbosa. And that one is off. Good D by Sanders. Now Cleveland shooting just 29% in this game. They're not a pretty sight out there offensively. Mobley inside. Knocked loose. King outside. Inside. Riley kicks to Sanders. Pass to Mobley. Over Blackman. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket for Mobley.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
King outside. And the Pelicans miss again.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Sanders throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Outside, Dort. Pass to Blackman. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positionally. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
It's up a 3. Blackman's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Pass to Eason. To the middle. Here's Mobley. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
New Orleans has gone 5-9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Ellis outside. Six to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Peters checks in for the Pelicans. He hits one, then misses the 2nd attempt from the free throw line.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Mobley on the money from 12 feet away. Mobley's got 14. Pelicans leading by 3. Henderson outside. They get it again. Pass to Garrett. Ellis surveying the D. Here's King, and at last they get one to fall. 12 points for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Mobley the pass to the wall, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Back to King. Driving inside. Henderson kicks to Ellis. Here's the screen. Lets it go with a 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Eason's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Traore. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Now just a 1-point New Orleans lead.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently Knocker did the defender.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Pelicans lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
34. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat.
Hello, everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first catch you up on the trades happening around the NBA. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points early or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kitty?
Getting back to the New Orleans Pelicans, what a tight first half.
Yeah, they're playing as a team, working the ball around, rewarding guys for getting open.
I see this. Their scorers do a great job of working off ball. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Evan Mobley has been sensational.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
So it's the Cavaliers now. It's a one-point game. Let's toss it over to the sideline for an updated report on Donovan Mitchell. Allie, what's the status?
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Cavaliers' head athletic trainer. Apparently that knee was twisted pretty severely. No torn ligaments, but still significant pain and swelling. Recovery time is still up in the air, but guys, one thing's for sure, a return tonight is out of the question.
Allie, thank you for the update. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
On the court for Cleveland, Evan Mobley is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Traore. Then there's Rollins. And it's Lewall in at the 5 down low. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. King, the pass to Marks. Barnes, the screen. Here's Marks. 10 points for him. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Mobley, a screen. Pass to Eason. To the inside. Mobley inside. Arms on him, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Scotty Barnes picks one out. He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. And both free throws good for Mobley.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Barnes, screen on Rollins. The kick out to Barnes. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Rollins, the pass to Mobley, and it's denied. And they'll keep possession. King against Rollins. This one for 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pass to Marks to stop the drought. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Easton passes to Rollins. Now Mobley over Barnes. Mobley misses. And here is King. 12 points for him. Mobley with the block. Rollins against King. Mobley right side. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And we'll take a look here at a very skilled bunch of point guards in this room. Look at the numbers they've put up over the last 10 games. Take a look at Slim, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league, and that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
You know, but even so, don't take for granted what this group has done at the free throw line. They deserve a ton of credit for the work they've put in to achieve that level of consistency and excellence.
Pass to Mobley. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Boy, we know Evan Mobley is elite on the defensive end. Right now, he's got it cooking offensively.
They set the screen. Ellis, the pass to Peters. Stolen. Rollins against King. Pass to Rollins. Here's Traore. Now Easton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Traore. Can't hit that one. Great defense that time from Ellis. Pelicans trail by 5. King right side. Pass to Henderson. Here's Rollins. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here is Luol, right wing, pocket 6. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Let's go. Traore can't hit.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Rollins against King. Henderson passes to King. Henderson with a screen on Rollins. Back to Henderson. And then Henderson with the jam.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Cleveland leading by 3. Pass to Mobley. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wong's checked in.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Pass to Easton. Here's Traore. He's guarded by Ellis. Traore gets the bucket. Traore's got 9 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
King, the pass to Blackman. And here's Henderson. King outside. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And he gets the bucket. Henderson's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Easton passes to Wall. Pass to Traore from deep. And Blackman pulls it down. New Orleans has gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Traore to tie it up. Knocks down the three.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Scotty Barnes is out there with Henderson. Then it's Charles Bassey. Then it's King. And it's Marks in at the two-guard spot. It's the Pelicans 5.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. From 12 feet, Henderson with the rebound. New Orleans gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Henderson with the screen for Barnes. And he does not hit. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Boy, in a tight game, he steps up and delivers.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Henderson with the screen for Barnes. Now Henderson, big-time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Mobley looking it over. There's 38 seconds left in the game. Now here's King. Now Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 17 feet away. Timeout, Cavaliers. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
And here are the Cavaliers. Here's Traore. Here's Mobley. And stolen by Barnes. And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break as a second attempt at the line, no good. Timeout, Cavaliers. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for Philadelphia. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that's gonna do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific